Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody, to the late night show with Dr. Kojo. I'm your host, Kojo Sarfo, checking in from what was a very sunny day here in Los Angeles, California. We're going to be talking about 3 ways to survive a difficult day, how to get through a tough day, and I'll talk a little bit about the day I've had, or the past 24 hours that I've had, which have been interesting, but we'll use this as a learning lesson to help us get through whatever we're going through. So go ahead, use the comment section to let me know where you're checking in from. Like I said, I'm your host, Kojo Sarfo, checking in from Los Angeles, California. We are streaming on TikTok, Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and I think that's it. But the TikTok stream is not quite working. So for TikTok, see, save the changes, Twitch, edit there we go. TikTok, let me see, how do we edit this thing? Mickey Ficky. Megan from Orlando, Florida. Megan's the OG. Megan, I am happy to see you. For some reason, I'm able to get the TikTok to work. It's weird. That's weird. But don't worry, fear not. I will be on TikTok after this stream for the after party. So for those of y'all who were looking to watch on TikTok, it's not going to happen tonight. But for the after party, we'll get it going. All right. Okay. What's up, Austin? How are you doing? Carmel. Hi, I'm Carmel checking in from Kansas City. It's been such a stressful evening. Carmel, I can relate. I have had a stressful past 24 hours as well, which is why we're coming up with this topic, 3 ways to survive a difficult day. Last night, I was coming back from a concert. I went to go see one of my favorite guitarists, Howie Day. He was in Los Angeles playing at the Venice West. He played all the songs from his album, Starboard the World Now. It was a great show. I come out of the venue and I see that somebody has rammed their car into my car. My car was completely totaled. It was a brand new car, a brand new Mickey Ficky car. So I've been on the phone with insurances all day, going back and forth. And these things happen and there's nothing you can do about it. They just happen. So I've been having to focus on managing my mood throughout the whole day so that I don't let this thing destroy my whole day. I don't let it destroy my whole week. And that's where I have, set myself up for this week. I want to have a great week. I want to have a good day. We just had a difficult start to it. So we're going to be talking about 3 ways to survive a difficult day because that's what I have had. Leilani, how are you doing? We started late, but thank you for checking in. And I'm happy that I get to stream today. Yes, I'm getting ready for Father's Day weekend as well. I will be home, seeing my family. Yeah, this past week has been a rough one with ADHD symptoms, having me all over the place. So it's been tough. It's been tough. Chantel, how are you doing? Mia, I saw you on John Mulaney, Everyone's in LA, but I knew of you before that from TikTok. Mia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And shout out to John Mulaney, for giving me a chance to be on, his Netflix production. It meant a lot to me, and it exposed a lot of people to me and what I do online, people who weren't familiar with my platform. So big shout out to John Mulaney. Thank you so much for that opportunity. I got a notification on LinkedIn. Mia, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mia. So you follow from LinkedIn and TikTok as well, and you're also on Instagram. Thank you so much, Mia. Where are you streaming in from? I'm happy that you are a part of tonight's stream. And Kelly, yeah, it was a difficult day. It's not every day that you walk out of a concert and you see your car totaled on the side of the road. It was a parked car. Somebody ran into my parked car. Brand new car too. And I had a couple of options this morning, Kelly. I could have chosen to stay in the bed all day, You know, nobody would have blamed me if I was in bed depressed today. I could have been in bed like this, you know, just shivering, just shivering, just shivering. But I decided that I'm gonna I'm a persevere. I'm gonna have a good day, and I did my best to have the best possible day that I could have. So I'm proud of myself. Mia says I've never been on the LinkedIn Live. I can't see anyone else. So Mia, there's not a lot of people who follow me from LinkedIn or who watch my live show on LinkedIn. So I think it's pretty cool that you are checking in tonight from St. Louis. So I appreciate that. Chantel, yeah, it's tough, but somebody smashed into your boy's car. But hey, it's been a difficult day, but you have to look at these things as an opportunity. How are you going to practice your coping skills? How are you going to practice, the other tough day, for the other tough days that come? You don't just have one tough day in your life. You have tough weeks, you have tough months, you have tough years sometimes. So these things will happen. So I'm, figuring out how to set myself up for future success. And this is a link to the Discord server. Come on, join the Discord family. My system is getting better. I always say if you have ADHD or autism, if you're neurodivergent, you need a system for how to thrive in life. And my system is coming together. My assistant will be more active in the Discord server, helping to keep things together. So shout out to Leilani, shout out to Kendra, shout out to Austin, shout out to all the OGs who have helped to keep things rolling. Leilani always reminding me, hey, are you going to stream tonight? She shouldn't have to do that, but I got some Lauryn Hill tendencies in me where it takes me a while to get started. I started with you on TikTok. Oh, Mia, then I appreciate that. Then you're an OG supporter. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Austin is always coming in clutch. So make a gratitude list. Number one way to survive a difficult day, make a gratitude list. So I woke up this morning and I did not have a car. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, Coda, we don't have a car today. Your car was totaled last night through no fault of your own. How are we going to have a good day? How are we going to be productive? I made a gratitude list mentally in my mind. I said, okay, family is good. Parents are good. My siblings are good. Everybody's alive. We're healthy. I have food to eat. I have a roof over my head. I have an online family that supports me and loves me and cares about me. I have a dog that loves me. I had to think about all of the things that I had going on for myself. And I realized that, okay, maybe I am having a bad day, but it's not a bad week. And even if it was a bad week, it's not a bad life. Because mindset is so important. Where your mind is at determines everything that you do. It determines everything that you do. And earlier, Mia was talking about how she saw me on John Mulaney's Netflix production. If I'm being honest with you all, when I got the email about the opportunity with Netflix, I almost didn't do it because I was feeling, I don't know how I was feeling that day, but I was feeling weird. So I was telling one of my assistants, Chandler, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do Netflix. And he called me. He's like, Kojo, what do you mean you don't want to do Netflix? And I was like, I just feel a certain way. I don't know what was going on with me that day, but I was in a funky mood. But luckily, I had people around me who were like, Kojo, you moved to LA for opportunities like this. Go record with Netflix. And so he's like, Kojo, go record. I said, all right, thank you. I appreciate that. So I didn't self-sabotage, but that's what I wanted to do because I felt a certain way. And emotional self-regulation is a skill that we should teach every single person. We should teach people in grade school how to manage your moods. We should all have some type of dialectical behavioral training to help us manage our moods. And dialectical behavioral therapy, that's what if you know anything about borderline personality disorder, that's what we use for BPD to help people manage their mood. But I think anybody can benefit from dialectical behavioral training. Just trying to be a good friend. Yeah, this is my book right here, Feeling Good. I'm sure I got it somewhere. My book, Feeling Good. Austin is always so kind to drop the book in there. So if you have the book, I appreciate you. And yeah, my dog turned 4 years old on the 5th. So Zoe Shiesty I got a 4-year-old now, so that's very exciting for me. Happy birthday, Zoe Shiesty. Emily says that's something they teach us in recovery. Make a gratitude list. It's super helpful to make your brain focus on the positives. It is. And look, what's the alternative? Because if we sit down and we write down all the things that we're not happy about, guess what? You're gonna find things to be upset about. Then your brain is already looking for the negative stuff. Like our default, for a lot of us, our default is anxiety. That's what your brain naturally defaults to. So how do you rewire your brain to look at the positives? So I like this. Make a gratitude list. It's super helpful to make your brain focus on the positives. Is that the chart with the different faces? So there's many different ways to do DBT. I'm not familiar with the chart with the different faces, but I was talking about dialectical behavioral therapy, which is a form of CBT. So CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. So I got a CBT something somewhere here. Ooh, let me grab it from my room. 1 second. Let me get this thing for y'all. All right. Vicky. All right, so somewhere in this house, I have a stack of cards. I just moved, so clearly I don't know where everything is at. But I have a stack of cards where it's CBT focused, so it's meant to help with your mindset. So this is an affirmation right here. These are CBT cards. I achieve what I want effortlessly because it is in perfect alignment with who I am. So this is all within the realm of CBT, helping you change the way your thoughts are organized in your head, helping you reframe things. Like if you go to a therapist, they're going to help you reframe things. So I go to the therapist and I say, oh, somebody crashed into my car in Venice Beach. I don't have a car anymore. The therapist will say, oh, well, you have a car anymore, but now you have an opportunity to walk a little bit more. Now you get to choose a different car, to help you look for the positives instead of going to the default, which is what your brain automatically goes to. LinkedIn doesn't show my site how many viewers, but this is my first time viewing on LinkedIn Live. So Mia, I don't know how LinkedIn works with the live stream. Maybe you can be my LinkedIn person who helps, this brand on LinkedIn. I'm just happy that LinkedIn has a live feature. I saw it here. I clicked it because I know that somebody could be watching on LinkedIn. So I would love to have more people watching on LinkedIn. Can you define dialectical? Oh, right. So I'm not sure if you missed the earlier part, but dialectical behavioral therapy is a form of cognitive behavioral therapy. So CBT and DBT. CBT helps you reframe your thoughts. So you take a negative thought and then you accept it, you allow yourself to process it, but then you look for different ways to find an opportunity. So that way your brain doesn't default to the negative. DBT is a form of CBT, but DBT is helping you regulate your mood. So if, let's say, you feel anger or you feel like you've been rejected and you're just you have so much passion within you and you want to punch somebody, you want to slash somebody's tires, you want to spit in somebody's food, whatever thing that you want to do, because you feel away. DBT helps you process your emotions, and instead of going to, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you think, okay, all right, I'm upset at this person. Wow, oh, this person really cheated on me. Okay, cool. All right, they cheated on me. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna post a picture on Instagram exposing them, or I could do that, but I probably shouldn't do that. All right, cool. They cheated on me, but hold up, that's probably more of a reflection of where they are instead of what they feel about me. Okay, all right. I could post something on Instagram and expose them, or I could show up to their house and pick a fight with them. But how would that really benefit me? Should I do this? Nah, okay. Let me give myself some time to think about it. DBT helps you process the things that go on in your brain before you make a decision that you're probably not going to be proud of. And if you have an impulsive nature to you, which a lot of us with ADHD have, a lot of us who on the spectrum, a lot of us who have bipolar disorder, if you have an impulsive nature, DBT can be very helpful. And you're correct, it is dialectical. Mia, there's a demand for DBT in a lot of different areas. And it looks like St. Louis is one of them. I think this is a life skill. They should teach all of us DBT. I can't believe they didn't teach us this in grade school, but instead they were trying to make us learn cursive. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Leilani, thank you for saying something. I got in my brain sketching me out about the dark outline that looks like a person. It's a piece. I'll tell you what it is. That's reflecting from the TV. That's my. Let me show you. What this is. Thank you for saying something, Leilani. See what it is. Or actually, hold up. I thought this was my shoe case, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. It's the light. It's the light. Let's fix this right here. Let's fix it right now because it won't bother me too. It's gonna bother me too. How do we fix this? How do we fix this thing? Where am I straight hard people? Okay, yeah. All right, okay. All right, so we'll get back to the DBT in a second. Let's talk this through. And look, that's why I love this stream. We don't have to ignore the elephant in the room. We need to figure out what's going on. The TV reflection. We need to figure this out. Let me see. All right, so y'all give me some suggestions. How are we gonna work this out? How are we gonna put it behind the camera? Samara, put it behind the camera. So this is an iMac right here. Maybe some of y'all are really good with electronics and stuff. So put it behind the camera. Put it behind. Move it. Let me see. Maybe we don't need it. Okay. Let me see. Maybe we don't need it. Let's see. Maybe we don't. How's it look without it? Move this away. Maybe we don't need it. I think we're fine. Without it. Are you high? Do you ever get nervous? Are you single? I heard you. Girl, is it true? You getting money? You think you get is with you? And I said, oh, yeah. All right. Let me see. Because that stuff bothers me in the background, too. Are we good? All right. Said hi. There we go. All right. We're good. Thank you, stream. Thank you, stream. 1,000% better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm not the best with computers, so this is my and actually hold up. How do I'm not the best with a lot of things. So this is my iMac computer setup. And then I finally got my streaming setup in my room. So the gaming with Dr. Kojo is going to come back. I know Leilani was asking about that, but the gaming with Dr. Kojo will come back. So I will be ready to play NCAA and talk mental health because I finally got my streaming setup fixed. And I think I'm good now. Okay. Leilani, thank you. Thank you. So I can tell that if I'm somewhere and there's something in my teeth, Leilani would say something. Everybody else was like, I'm going to address like the shadow on the TV. Okay, all right. It's resolved for me. It looked like a hooded man. Oh, that's a little scary. It looked like a person. I'm gonna go back and look at the beginning of this live stream. Like, it's better with without the shoecase there. Where's shoecase? Okay. Thank you. As y'all can tell, I'm not an interior decorator. I'm not. This is not my specialty. I'm not good at this stuff. So I'll move the shoecase away. Thank you, Leilani. And also, whenever you move with ADHD, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and really realize who you are. Because I feel like I'm a hoarder sometimes. All those shoes, I don't really wear any of them. But the brands send me shoes, and sometimes I buy shoes, and I'm like, I need to wear this shoe for this thing. And what am I doing? I'm tripping. No, it was spooky. Thank you for saying something. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, what were we talking about before? I'm there at, let me see. DBT helps process emotion and CBT. Kind of a combination of both, Kelly. But I see what you're getting at. It reminds me of one of my mentors. She was an urban gardener and healer. We simply called it retelling your story. I'm an RN now. Oh, LVLZ. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I wonder how the lady. I hope she's okay. I want to see what she looked like. 7.5. I wear size 12. I mean, I've been donating some clothes. I probably should donate some shoes as well. It's just too much. Way too much. Way too much. Right. We're talking about these gratitude cards right here. And I think the housekeeper put this in my room. She cleaned up today, so I can finally breathe. But these things are helpful to keep around. Sometimes you forget, and it's going to help you survive those difficult days. The second tip on how to survive a difficult day is, I thought my YouTube boys and girls, understand what you can control and understand what you can't. So what can we control? We can control a lot. We can control our reaction to things. Charo, those gratitude cards are key. They're key. Thank you for that comment, Charo from YouTube. You can control your reaction to things. You can control the people that you have around you. You can control whether you work out. You can control what you eat. You can control the things that you want to watch. There's a lot that you can control. And if we focus on the things that we can't control, like other people's actions, what people think of us, maybe even the situation at hand. I can't undo the car accident. I can't make my car brand new. The best I can do is file a claim with insurance and just keep it moving. And when you focus on what you can control, it makes you feel like it empowers you. as opposed to you focusing on what you can't control. Then you feel like you're frustrated, you're limited, you're stuck. Nothing good comes from there. So we want to lead into what we can actually control. Very, very important. What can we control? How do we differentiate gratitude and being positive versus masking? I'll answer that question. Maurice, appreciate you, my guy. A lot of love from YouTube. I appreciate you. My YouTube community is growing. We're getting close to 200K. So I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I'm happy I'm alive and well. What if I was in a car while the lady, maybe she would have hit me and maybe I'd be hurt. So I'm happy to be here and to be alive. How do we differentiate gratitude and being positive versus masking? So Megan, I'm trying to understand your question. Because when I hear masking, I think about things that we do to fit in with people, things that we do to show that we're okay. So I guess sometimes you can maybe like toxic positivity, like pretend to be all positive to get like a desired result out of other people. Because when we say masking there's an element of masking that involves other people and caring about other people's opinions of you and wanting to fit in. So I want to make sure I'm answering your question correctly. But if you ever are concerned about if you think you're masking, I think it's helpful to ask yourself, if nobody were watching, like if you're here by yourself, what would you do? What would you do any different? Would you do things differently? Would you do things the same way? Like how would things be different if it was just you by yourself? Workbook page 132. I'm about to open that up. The people we choose to surround ourselves with that cheer us and not right. And as an adult, it becomes tough to figure this out. Maybe masking meaning faking being okay. Okay. All right. I can see that. And I don't want you all to not process your emotions. Like when something terrible happens, it really is terrible. And for a lot of us, we tend to go to that default where something bad happens and we just act like it never happened because that's how we cope with it. You still want to go through it. And you want to feel, the key is doing your best to go through it instead of going around it. Because when you go around it, you still have to come back to it and deal with that thing that you avoided. Page 132 in the workbook. It feels good to crack this book open again. Brings back a lot of good memories writing this book. What can I control? So Austin, thank you for the alley-oop right here. What can I control? Like uncertainty, feelings of helplessness can cause stress. Y'all see like one eye, that's weird. Can cause stress and anxiety or make them worse. Recognizing the things that you have control over helps combat feelings of helplessness. Just like hopelessness. Helplessness is a common emotion in individuals who struggle with depression. However, hopelessness is a state of mind in which a person questions what they have to live for. Helplessness is a state of mind in which you feel powerless and doubt whether you have the ability to overcome a situation. So you might give up before you even try. Both might take time to overcome, but understanding areas within your control can help. So that's very important to understand. Hopelessness and helplessness. When I was in school, an OG psychiatrist taught me that hopelessness is the hallmark sign of suicidal ideation. When people feel like they're hopeful, or hopelessness, when there's no hope anymore, there's nothing to live for. So hope is a huge part of our day-to-day affairs. We need hope. We need things to look forward to. The bookworm. Thank you so much, Austin. Name of the book is Feeling Good. A mental health workbook. This book, the 2-year anniversary of this book will happen in December. So that's super cool. I've been reading a lot on Buddhism teachings lately, trying to practice meditations. Part of that is learn to let go of stuff that I can't fix myself. Also accept that I can't fix everything. Learn to let go is very helpful. You can't do everything. And when you try and control people's reactions and you try and control outcomes, the only way to keep yourself happy is you have to keep controlling. You have to keep saying certain things to get a certain reaction out of people. It's not until you just let it fly that you're liberated. Like, all right, okay, this is it. It is what it is. I'm gonna just do the best that I can. And once you're more honest with yourself, you can tell people, how you feel. Then you'll really see if people, are there for you or if they're not there for you. And it's much more liberating than having to fake the funk. Yeah. But Mia, what do you do for a living? Are you a therapist as well? How do you know all this stuff? Or have you been watching my content? I can also see Megan's question as masking and feeling like you need to show gratitude and positivity because someone says we should, even though we are exactly feeling that way. Oh, okay. I see that. There's a lot of social pressure for people to act as if things are okay when they're not. Somebody will say, well, you could have died, or people always say it could have been worse. There's somebody in Thailand who has it worse than you, somebody in Kenya who, and maybe that's true, but you don't want to minimize your own struggle. Oh, Mia, that's what's up. Okay. Oh, so Mia, you're cheating. You know all this stuff already. Feeling good. To see retailers near you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Mia, you know all this stuff. You can teach this. You can teach us as well. I was like, she knows a lot about this. All right. The third tip is you have to give yourself time. Give yourself time. Oh, shoot. Before dropping the third tip, hold up. It's time for the water break. I forgot. Can somebody drop the magic word in, and then we'll get going? Don't forget to set an alarm to change that laundry if that was a washer. No, that's my assistant doing that. But you're right. I'm the type to do laundry and then and then have to wash the clothes over and over because I didn't get from the washer to the dryer. All right, big cheers, y'all. I got some soda water here and I got some regular water too. The water break is our chance to finally get some fluids in if we have forgotten to do that throughout the day. Chances are we are probably dehydrated, underhydrated. There is a magic word, Mia. Well, welcome to the stream. This is how we do things over here. So big cheers. Everybody get something to sip on. It can be some water. It can be, it could be a beverage of your choice, but I like to go with the water, the soda water. So big cheers, y'all. I feel better. I love you too. Thank you so much. A lot of love from YouTube. I love and appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper, but I mean, maybe we got some Dr. Pepper fans in the house. Big cheers, Tracy. Big cheers. Oh yeah. That soda water be spicy. Lately, I've been going to Muay Thai. I just butchered that. It's during those days I actually get the required amount of water. Well, that's good. You're moving around, so it forces you to have to get some water. Yes, I need to know how to survive. Well, you may have missed the first two tips. And then one thing to do is to make a gratitude list. Number two, understand what you can control and what you can't. And then number three here is give yourself time to process what you're feeling, but don't try and take it with you to the next day. Kobe, what's going on? Hey, Kobe, it's all good. We had a little something to sip on. It's all good, Kobe. It's all good, brother. It's all good. It's all good. Kobe's feeling fine tonight. I've never tried LaCroix. No, you spelled it correctly. LaCroix. Yeah. Grossa, you win a spelling bee. Congratulations. I was referring to the night you drank too fast. No, yeah. Oh, the Dr. Oh, it was Diet Dr. Pepper, and it was, yeah, not a good experience. Uh, Kobe, yeah, I got to get back to my DMs. They're swamped. Just give me some time to get to that. Give yourself time to process what you're feeling, but don't try and take it with you to the next day. So, if you've had a difficult day, all right, like right now it's what, 8:30 in California, 10:30 in Tennessee, 11 o'clock in West Virginia, right? 11 o'clock, 11:30 in New York, Atlanta. The day is almost over. We've done the best that we could. If you've had a difficult day, the only thing worse than having a difficult Monday is having a difficult Tuesday and a difficult Wednesday. And depending on your situation, the week might be, you might have a rough week. It might be a long week for you. But as best as you can, if you can process what you're going through, let's put it to the side. Let Monday's troubles be Monday's troubles. Tuesday is a brand new day. That means that it's a brand new opportunity for us to go out there, to seize the day, to be the best that we can be, and to look for the opportunities that are right in front of us. But it's really hard to do that when you're still focused on what's in the past. And also, when you're stuck in the past, it's a pipeline to depression. Being in the past too much makes you liable to have depressive thoughts. Thinking in the future too much makes you more likely to be anxious. Staying in the present is what allows you to feel good, and it allows you to, just like the book, feeling good. Staying in the present moment so you can decipher what's going on. You can, say, oh, I want this, I don't want that. I can do this, I can do that. But you can't make the best decisions for yourself when you're constantly vacillating between being stuck in the past and then being all the way in the future. It's 11:31 in West Virginia. Okay, right. So look, Alexandria, the day is almost over. The day is almost over. You've done the best that you could. So whatever happened today that you weren't pleased with, you did the best that you could. It's time to move on. Callie here, and so trying not to fall asleep. I'm an inner old lady's tired. Mrs. Tracy, there's nothing wrong with having the inner old lady. Sometimes, I'm getting older too. Look, I got a gray whisker right here. Can y'all see this? I got a gray whisker. Where is it? Right here. Let me see if I can wipe this, make it clearer for y'all. There we go. You see? Every time I go to the barber, I say, please don't shave off this gray whisker. Oh. Tracy, we're getting older. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. My little gray whisker. I will never shave this off. It will always be here. The school year gave me my first silver hair. Oh, what do you do? Are you a school teacher or are you a student? Either way, it can be tough. I'm 30 and found the gray hair. Kobe, what are you gonna do? You gotta accept it. Embrace it. Embrace it. You go to a therapist, they'll say, hey, you can say, oh, I found a gray hair. I'm getting old. Nobody wants me. Or oh, I found a gray hair. This is a new thing that makes me unique. I did earn this gray. I have silver. I know a lot of people who have had like grayish hair, silver hair since they were like teens. So you know how this works. Thank you so much for this. I definitely struggle with letting things go. I have PTSD and depression, and also a huge overthinker. Hopefully this video stays up for those of us who can make it. So Ada, I think that's how you say it. All my live streams always stay up. They're never deleted. They will never be deleted. And yeah, you have to understand that, of course, the PTSD and depression make it, they don't make it any easier to not overthink. But you have to understand that we live in a day and age where these cell phones, it's hard to forget things. Think about it. Back in the 50s, if you broke up with somebody, you're living in Oklahoma, you moved to New York, you say, oh, bye, wish you the best. You move to New York and you just live your life. Nowadays, you break up with somebody in Oklahoma, you move to Japan, Snapchat memories is reminding you, remember 3 years ago when you're so happy with X, Y, and Z? Your iPhone is going to say, 2 years ago on this day, Facebook will say, oh, this is the 2-year anniversary of this. So many things are reminding us about the past. And if there are painful memories in the past that we don't want to go back to, how do we escape it? Technology is here. So these things can make it difficult, especially if you're an overthinker. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You don't have to be too difficult on yourself. Shantae, you're awesome. I appreciate you. And one of the ways that I help myself survive difficult days is by helping others, whether it's with patients or whether it's with this. I was so sad when I saw you in John Mulaney. How did you get into that? So Mia, I started posting videos on the internet 5 years ago on TikTok, and then one thing led to the next, and my platform just got bigger. And I just got an email one day. They wanted me to come on for the comedy sketch, and they're like, "Hey, are you down?" And my initial thought was like, yes. And then for some reason, I was in a pissy mood. I don't know who pissed in my Cheerios, but I told my assistant, I'm like, I'm good. And he's like, Kojo, it's Netflix. So all right. And I did it. And that's my first TV credit. So, it's important to slow down because you can really self-sabotage. And I teach people how to manage their emotions, but I'm also working on how to take care of myself and avoiding things that make me feel a certain way and leading into things that help me feel better. So I think you have to be a practitioner of what you preach. Green Submarine. Well, guess what? Then we got Austin here. We're gonna refer to this book more often. We're gonna refer to the book more often, Green Submarine, so we can help you get through the book. Reflect, recenter, and readjust and recoup for the next hour a day. Something I started when my husband was traveling a lot, and I was with the kiddos for weeks. And I needed a moment to regather myself to be the best version of myself and my children. And it's a good thing that you did that because you were essentially a single mom for a while. That's difficult. That's difficult. Me, I just got an email from like the producers. And like you signed NDAs and things like that, and they didn't tell me that it was John Mulaney's thing. I don't think I found out that it was John Mulaney's thing until I got to, was it? I forget where it was. I think it was somewhere downtown Hollywood, but we got to the Netflix like recording area, and I have it somewhere on my phone. I was taking like videos of like all the different, like I saw like a Viola Davis thing. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But yeah, I just got the email. They come and find you. So they'll just like start posting some videos online, and you have a good smile. So like people like that. You have a good smile. Use your competitive advantage and talk about what you're passionate about. Maybe you want to talk about premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Maybe you want to talk about PTSD. Maybe you want to talk about bipolar, or maybe you want to talk about flowers or something. I don't know, but you have you're educated, so people want to know about what's in your head. Oh, it's a comedy sketch, so it was meant to be comedic, but we try to put a little bit of truth in there so that way it makes the sketch work. I'm going. All right, my guy. I appreciate you. Talisa, it can be a blessing and a hindrance, and I will argue that in 5 to 10 years, if not sooner, we'll have college courses and maybe YouTube courses teaching us how to use the internet. I'm always figuring out new ways to adjust, and it's my life. But at some point, I would like to put all my social media on my backup phone, and then don't do social media on my main phone. And it's difficult. Like I'm trying to learn how to like live a life outside of social media. Like I'm really good at this, but it's humbling to see how much I struggle with other things like going to the DMV, remembering to put insurance in my car, like a lot of things I'm not the best at. So getting enough sleep is so Jocelyn, I nearly added a fourth thing to help you survive a difficult day, and that fourth thing would have been getting enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is a cheat code. It's huge, Jocelyn. I don't think a lot of us are sleeping, to be honest. A lot of us are not sleeping here in the United States and even everywhere in the world. We're not sleeping. If you don't sleep, how will you be rested in the morning to attack the day the next day? Like we got to get some sleep, and we're not sleeping. You know, I wear my Aura ring. It's not on me right now, but people are like, well, are you married? I'm like, no, I'm married to the game. But my Aura ring tracks my sleep. And on days where my sleep score is less than a 70, I don't make any big decisions. I don't spend money. I don't do anything because I haven't had sleep. So the decision that I want to make, how well do I trust the decision that I'm trying to make? I'm sleep deprived. Can I trust myself? Like if you're about to get on a plane and you took a look at the pilot and the pilot was like this, you wouldn't get on the plane. You'd be like, I need United to schedule me on a different flight. So we got to get some sleep. We got to get some sleep. And so Mia, I thought my diagnosis was the most accurate. Hey, you said it, not me. You said it, not me. I thought mine was the most accurate. You know, but maybe I need to go back and watch the whole Netflix series. I will go back and watch the whole thing, just because it's cool to see myself on TV. You know, I'm like, this is crazy. You know, like I try and like keep it cool for y'all, but like when I saw it, I was watching it with my homeboy Roberto. I was just bugging out. And I was like, I was bugging out. I got the Aura ring from Best Buy, and when I went for the Aura ring, I've never been. I don't know what my ring size is. I think, you know, there's a lot of women here in this stream, so you all probably know what your ring size is. I don't know my ring size. Like, I don't know. So they're like, put a finger in here. So I just stuck a finger in. It was this finger, so it was ring size 11, but it doesn't fit. This is the only finger that's ring size 11, so I'm forced to wear it here. But eventually, I like to go back to Best Buy and get a different ring that can probably be on my pinky finger or something like that. Don't care about rings. I see here we were talking about the Netflix series where it was a comedy sketch where we were giving out diagnoses. But I have ADHD. If you're asking about me personally, my barber is Isaida Barber in Los Angeles, and I have a barber in Dallas and one in Atlanta. You know, they take good care of your boy. Oh, ADHD. Welcome to the family, then. Welcome to the family. I am proud. It doesn't happen every day, so I'm grateful for it. The Garmin Vivo Move Trend Watch is awesome for sleep tracking. My husband got it for the gym, really likes it. Oh, okay. So there's many different ways to track your sleep. You know, whether it's the Apple Watch or this watch or the Aura Ring. But I do think that we should look into. I mean, if not tracking our sleep, we should look into figuring out how to regulate our sleep. And this is something that, if you're neurodivergent, the chances of you having trouble sleeping at night is fairly high. It's really high. I see it a lot with, people with ADHD, and my mentor, who has been practicing psychiatry for longer than I have been alive. He likes to remind me of that. He says that 95% of the autistic kids he's worked with have some sort of insomnia or sleep disorder. So, if you're neurodivergent, keep that in mind. It might be hard for us to get to sleep. We may sleep later than neurotypical people do, but sleep is important. So we have to figure out how to sleep. It's tough. I tried switching my workouts at night. I try edibles. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and it worked in the beginning, and then it became hard for me to wake up in the morning, and then the tea break series started. I'm like, all right, tea break, tea break. But yeah, figuring out how to get sleep is it should be a priority for all of us. It really should be. I only watch Tampa and reality TV at this point, so I don't know how big John Mulaney. I'd say John Mulaney is pretty. I'd say he's pretty big. I was aware of who he was, before the Netflix thing, and I think he's dating Olivia Munn or married to her. I'm not too sure. I mean, I'm here in Los Angeles, but I don't keep up with the Hollywood like news. In fact, whenever my friends come into town, they're the ones who update me on what's going on in Hollywood. I'm here, but like I'm in my own, ADHD bubble. Okay, I would love to come to Green Bay one day. I've never been. I'd love to go to a Packers game. ADHD just started behavioral therapy. That's awesome. People would like to put kids on meds, but people don't realize how helpful therapy can be, especially with ADHD. Yeah, see, Sierra, if you have ADHD, we live an interesting life, and I think it's important to have that safe space where we don't judge ourselves. He tells him how much of recharge his body battery has and how certain activities affected. Ooh, I would say my Aura Ring does the same. And last night I didn't get that much sleep because somebody ran to my car, and I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. So last night, can y'all see this? It says 3 hours. It's not too clear, but my sleep score is 42. 3.5 hours of sleep, and I was in bed for 4 hours and 40 minutes. I could not sleep last night. Yeah, because I started the day with a car, and I ended the day with no car. So it was really difficult to sleep last night. So tonight it will be a priority of mine to get some sleep. I will. I'll be on TikTok afterwards for the after party. That's how we like to do it. We do Facebook Live, then we go on TikTok and we have fun. But I'll still make sure I get sleep. It's not 9 o'clock yet here in California, so we're doing okay. Yeah, I've been watching more of John Mulaney's stuff after we did the Netflix thing together, and I do like his comedy. Ashley, good evening. How are you doing? Go Pack, go. I'm a Titans fan, but still, go Pack, go. Shante, I definitely will. In Missouri, I can't treat ADHD. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. I have state licenses in a couple of states where there's not full practice for NPs. Like California was one, but Arizona is full practice. So, maybe we can make a change to that because it's difficult getting your ADHD meds because there's a shortage, and it's hard finding somebody to prescribe it. So, I mean, I can't control that. All I can do is just, be ready. So whenever I get a chance to go back to the White House, whoever is in office, whenever I go, hopefully they listen to me. Thank you for asking. Yeah, my phone has been silent on the stream, but people forgot about me. They forgot about your boy. But they're doing good. I'm looking forward to seeing them this weekend for Father's Day. And my younger brother has a birthday on Wednesday. So yeah, I'll go back home with the family and, just, play PlayStation and just be a kid again. Last night was very rare for me. I actually slept without waking up. Congratulations. That's the love of the show, Mommy of Kittens. And I'm sorry that it's been so difficult for you to sleep. It's people don't talk about it. And sometimes I think to myself that my next book will be about sleep because we're not sleeping. We're not getting sleep. Like, of course, like what happened yesterday for me, that doesn't always happen. But like I made it a priority to get sleep. I'm going to the White House Wednesday for a private. Shante, congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Now that I know you're going, I'm going to be like listing out, if I see like a White House pride event, I'll say, okay, I know Shante Rothschild is out there somewhere. Post some photos. I wish people could post photos on the live stream. That'd be super cool. Like you could post a photo and I could just click it. I think you can, but I can't click it on StreamYard. But but you can. But it'd be cool if I could click it and we could all see You know, awesome, awesome, awesome. My family were from Ghana, West Africa, Congolese, Congo. I think that's West Africa too, right? I think it's West Africa. I think we are a red state, but my son is on medication and therapy. I do have difficulty getting his meds sometimes, but I use my case manager skills and get them. And I don't know if it's Carmel or I think it's Carmel, like the city in Indiana. Either way, I gotta give you props because it's hard to find the ADHD meds. In fact, I have a doctor's appointment with my psychiatrist, and we're trying to find the pharmacy that has the meds. You know, we're going to Georgia, and yeah, happy early birthday to him. I'm very excited for his birthday. I'll go home and play Madden with him. Hopefully, I can win a game or two. If I win one game, I won't play anymore. I'll just take my win and keep it there. People who need stimulants definitely need them, but there are a lot of people seeking a stimulant as a solution. Yeah, that's true. I won't argue with that. There are people out there who want, the Adderalls so that they can, be super productive. And then there are people who need it, like just to survive. So that's facts. Before I started the sleeping assist meds, I tossed and turned constant. I often wish I could take my brain out and put it in a cage so I could sleep like a pet. Oh, well, hopefully the meds are helping you sleep a little bit better. And also, speaking of sleep, if you're having a tough day, sometimes the best thing that we can do is just say, maybe even like it's almost 9 now, but let's say it's like 7:30. A lot of times when I'm having a rough day and it's 7:30, I'll say, all right, the best thing I can do for myself is to just shut it down. I'm going to just shut it down right now. I'll shut it down. I take my melatonin. I hop into bed, 7:45. Phone on, do not disturb. Outside of like family calling for like an emergency, phone on D&D. Let me get some sleep. And then the next day, a lot of times I wake up in the morning after getting a strong 7.5, 8 hours of sleep. And whatever I was worried about the day before, I'm not as worried. The situation hasn't changed. Like, like I still don't have a car. Like it was total. But now I'm well rested and I can let insurance do their thing. Go get the rental car, take my time, because I got sleep. Sleep is key. Yeah, I know. When I say go home, it varies. It could be Tennessee, it could be Georgia, but yeah, both of them are home for me. I think whenever I love Los Angeles, and I hope to be here forever. I just don't know if this is an ideal place to raise a family, but I don't have any kids at the moment, so right now I'm having a blast in LA, but I feel like when it's all said and done, I'll probably go settle down in Nashville. I just feel like that. But I love LA. LA is the greatest city on earth. Central Africa. I should have known that. Shame on me. Thank you so much. And what's your name? So I can, or if you would prefer me, call you LVLZ. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And Austin, sometimes melatonin does like it has a paradoxical effect. So sometimes it can work backwards for people. So that is a thing. We're doing this again this week. Oh, Leilani, no. So like I plan on streaming this week. I'm planning on streaming this week. I'm here. I had family in town the past 2 weeks. My homeboy David was in town, so I took him around LA. We went to go see. We went to Malibu. Went to go to a Zach Bryan concert. Like I took him to whatever else happening in the city. He had a good time. I took him to a couple of my comedy shows. So it was a really good time. My sister was in town too, so. We had a blast, but I'm ready to make my videos. I have videos pending. I can't wait to drop them. I will be on live stream I'll be on live tomorrow morning. I'll let my assistant know. I won't be live tomorrow night because I have a panel to be on, but I'll be on live stream tomorrow morning. The Breakfast Show, Dr. Kojo. If y'all are familiar with the Breakfast Show, it looks a little bit like this. The background just changes to the Breakfast Show. So I'll be on tomorrow morning. I work out. I think 8 o'clock PST. I'll check in with John. Hey John, can you let me know a good time to do the Breakfast Show tomorrow morning? And also let me know what times I can do the Breakfast Show this week, and also the late night show again this week. I'm ready to stream multiple times this week, but just let me know what works with my schedule. But yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. You know, I feel like I've been stuck a little bit. I'm ready to get going. What's wrong with Nashville? I love Nashville. I love Nashville. And I mean, St. Louis is cool too. I've been, but Nashville is Nashville is I don't know. I can't explain it. You know, it's tough to convince anybody about how amazing Nashville is. But I'm a Titans fan, so I guess that's a big part of it. I know Atlanta is, you know, Atlanta's a sexier pick, but I'm a Tennessee boy. I'm a Tennessee kid. Yeah, Leilani, check it. I'll have my assistant. My assistant will also be active in the Discord too. So you know, things should be a little bit more organized. Like I've been craving a system. And I've just been hella all over the place. So I think I'm getting closer to having a system, and I'm super excited for that. Yeah, Nashville has too many bachelorettes for me too, but I'm not gonna stop them. You know, they could do the thing on Broadway. I'm not gonna stop them from from letting me enjoy Nashville. David, I miss Dallas. I miss Dallas too. I miss Dallas, and it's crazy because I journal. I think I've got some journals out here. I have a couple of journals and joke books, you know, and with my journals, I just write down, like I was journaling while I was in Dallas, and I miss those kids. I miss my my autistic kids in Dallas. So I miss Dallas. I left my acoustic guitar in Dallas. I was flying to Atlanta, and I got I got home to Atlanta, and I was like, "Where's my guitar?" And it took them 2 weeks to find it, but they found my guitar. So I have to call Avis Car Rental and see if they can ship it. If not, I will stop by in Dallas and grab my guitar. But I could settle in Dallas. I could live in Dallas. I miss Dallas. It's an amazing city. Let me answer a couple more questions, and then we will shift to TikTok. Tennessee Orange. I'm an Alabama fan. I like the Crimson Tide. But the Vols are my second favorite college team. Come to Kansas City. So, Carmo, you know what? I went to Kansas City 10 years ago with my mom for a Titans and Chiefs game. We went to Jack Stack Barbecue, and we had such a great time. It was during Christmas season. My mom and I were listening to Mariah Carey. It was snowing. We had such a good time. And it was my first time going on vacation with my mom. It was a little bit weird because I was like, what are we going to talk about? Like, it's different going on vacation with a girl and going with your mom. Because, like, you know, I didn't know what to talk about. But it was super cool. And I actually put it on my schedule to go back to Kansas City with my mom again. And maybe that'll just be my mom and I's yearly vacation spot. So I'm having to plan this stuff in advance because my brain doesn't think about like that. All I think about is work because I like work. Gotta watch out for them Broadway. Oh yeah, I want nothing to do with those Broadway girls. I'm good. I'm good with the Broadway girls. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. Nashville's so awesome. I love it. I love it. You know, but I think Dallas is a more livable Nashville. If the Titans were in Dallas, then it'd be more ideal. I'd love to come to Florida. Hopefully the comedy can take me to Florida. into Philly, and back to Alabama. Kansas City is it's a great city. I used to hate on the Chiefs, but they're really good. What can I say about them? My favorite female comedian. Ooh, Mia. What a question. What a question. What a question. Favorite female comedian. My favorite female comedian. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I think Ali Wong. Like in terms of pure talent, Ali Wong is just brilliant. So I think I have to go with Ali Wong. Nikki Glazer is funny. Whitney Cummings is funny. Whenever I go to the comedy store, when I've never seen Whitney Cummings bomb, so she's good. Shantae Wayans, she's hella funny. It's preference, but I have to give to Ali Wong, just in terms of like, pure brilliance and how witty she is. I have to go Ali Wong. I gotta go Ali Wong. Favorite male comedian of all time, or what are we talking about? Of all time is Chris Rock. I'm a Chris Rock fan. It's Chris Rock, and then it's between Chris and Dave Chappelle, but Chris, Dave, and Eddie Murphy in some order, and so yeah. Chris, I have to leave Kevin Hart out. Oh, Kevin Hart, I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris, Eddie, and Dave. Kevin Hart, I'm sorry, Kevin Hart. I'm sorry, Kevin Hart. I do go back and read my journals. I do. I have a journal in my room from like 2017. I was reading it the other day, and I think I was getting over some girl, and I read my journal entry, and I was disgusted by it. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to go back to those days. Arizona. Oh yeah. I'd love to come out to Arizona and come out to the comedy clubs and just have fun and vibe with y'all. So we're getting the system in place. It's all about system, like I'm only good at, not only good, but a lot of things I'm not really good at. So, I'm learning to ask for help and then just focus on what I'm good at, which is this and then making the videos. Yeah. Lua, yeah. Oh, okay. So Mia, you're a comedy fan. Okay. You're a comedy fan. Yeah. Ali Wong, like in terms of talent, I mean, she's good. She's good. Ooh, Delirious. I think he'd be canceled for it today, but Delirious is fine. Excuse me, Pamela Ray Schuler. I don't know who that is, but I think that the Tourette's is making me curious. I'll check that out. Why do you enjoy journaling? Well, so I started doing it for like writing jokes, but also it just helps me figure out like what emotion, like what I feel. So like I'll start like before I write anything, I'll just write like where I am emotionally and what I feel. I should have journaled this morning because my emotions were all over the place. Because I'm like my car is gone. But it's very therapeutic. It takes a while for me to journal, so I don't like to write. So what I do is I force myself to play guitar. Well, actually, I don't force it. I can do it naturally, but I'll pick up the guitar. If I play for 90 minutes, I have to write for 90 minutes. I have to match. So if we play guitar for an hour, we have to write for an hour. If we play guitar for 30 minutes, we have to write for 30 minutes. And it's very cathartic. Like a lot of times, like if I'm frustrated, and as guys too, sometimes you get frustrated and you're not sure what you need. You're like, do I need a beer? Do I need a lady? Like what do I need? And sometimes you just need a hug, or you just need to write your thoughts out. So I'm just trying to figure out how to, process my thoughts. A football live. So we'll see. A football live, yeah, I get into the game, but I mean, I fixed my streaming setup. But I don't know if you mean like a live football thing. But yeah, like during football season, I love football season. Football season is it's one of my true loves. But I'm sure I can still have time to go online. I didn't realize I was such a comedy fan. Looking back, my good friend and I would always get free comedy tickets through her dad's job. We would always go to Funny Bone Westport Plaza. Okay, and you know what's funny? My first comedy. Was it my? Yeah, my first comedy show that I ever went to. I saw Dave Chappelle in St. Louis. So, fun fact for you, Mia. I saw. Is it Mia or Maya? Which one is it? Mia or Maya? I've been saying Mia this whole time. I'm terrible at journaling. Look, it's a skill, but it's cathartic. Like you write things out, and it's, you know. Well, Elisha during a football game. No, I'm gonna be swearing up and down. I don't want y'all to hear me say those bad words. It is the best time of the year. Differences in ADHD and OCD. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. A lot of symptoms overlap. The only way is to really get a true psychiatric evaluation. Because a lot of times it's both. You can actually have both, Catherine. Depends on the day. So you want to be Mia on some days and Maya on other days? Wait, yeah, yeah. During the football games, yeah, I get too passionate about it. So like I'm out there like screaming. I'm trying to like fight the other team's fans, and yeah. I'm not proud of what I do during a football game, but that's where I get to release and I get to be me. But yeah, it's gonna be too many bad words. Bad words. How many names can Carmel, Chantel, Leilani, Catherine? I think I do a decent job with the names. Game day is different. It's different. Hockey, Oilers. Are you from Canada, Edmonton? Edmonton Oilers. Is that the name of the team? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. No, I say too many bad words. Yeah, I have to. My mouth is clean now, but it's not clean when it comes to football. Like I get very emotional, very emotional, and that's the one place where I let my emotions go. Like it's very difficult for me to, control my emotions during a football game. But outside of that, I think I'm okay. But during a football game, I'm just like so like wound up. Are you good?
Hey, Chad.
Thank you. Hey, can you put you want some milk? No, I'm good. But John said that John is trying to schedule a live for me in the morning.
Okay, reach out to John.
Yeah, if you could do that.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I'm in Ontario, born and raised Edmonton. Okay, I got it right. I got it right. Most people don't pronounce the Ria at the end. Alexandria. Isn't that how you say it? Alexandria. What would they say? Alexand. It's really with them. Yeah. So no bad words. Megan, I don't know if that's an ADHD thing because I'm gonna say no. Now I do have ADHD, but it's just a game. Like I get so into it. Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady? I did watch it. I watched it, and I thought Nikki Glaser was outstanding on the roast. And Tom Brady got paid $25 million for it, so I think it was a success.
25 million?
Yeah, 25 million.
Wow.
But I think his wife, like he said, he regretted it because of how like it affected his kids or something like that. Because I think the wife was cheating on him with a jujitsu instructor or something like that. I don't know.
Wow.
That's what it said online. I don't know. So, hey, how much did Nikki get? I don't know how much Nikki got, but her HBO special did really well. She got like 2 million views on it. So a lot of times when you do like a big roast, and like whenever you have a Netflix feature, it's a great time to put out other projects.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
If somebody did,
And I'm sure she got like a percentage of that amount too.
Who? Nikki Glazer?
Like, I was talking about Tom Brady's wife, ex-wife.
No.
Talking about, right?
No, Tom Brady's ex-wife is richer than him, so
Oh.
I don't think she needed. Well, look, I don't know, but that was Tom's money, to my knowledge. Somebody did. Mia, what was too far? What was too far? I take it very seriously too. I strongly dislike Brady. He almost lost Giselle. Well, they did divorce. We bleed black and yellow here, Steeler Nation. Megan, how are you from Florida and you're a Steeler fan? A lot of people say Alexandria. Okay, got it. But the place in Virginia is it should be Alexandria. Okay, that's what you're saying here. I'm bugging. We can respond very passionately to certain things, definitely an ADHD thing. So yeah, so that part can be an ADHD thing, but I think the things that I say, during a football game, that's just me, just wilding out. She has a new boyfriend, but like I said, I don't keep up with the like the tabloids or whatever. It's my friends who are outside of LA who tell me what's going on. Luell had Pete Davis is funny. I don't know what the Tom Brady. So Mia, before the roast happened, Tom sat down, and I wasn't at this event, so I wasn't at this event. I wasn't invited. But normally, before these things happen, people, get together and they just list out how far is too far. Like nobody made any jokes about Tom Brady's kids. Nobody spoke about his parents. So those were off limits. But when it comes to like the wife and other stuff, I mean, I guess it was fair game. I've always followed the Browns because my dad really likes. He lived in Cleveland for a time back in the day. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I just want to know how Megan is a Steelers fan living in Orlando, Florida. But I mean, it's
You want cereal, Kojo?
Oh no, I'm good. Appreciate you. Thank you. That's what I figured. Right. So there are things that were off limits, but it was a success. I enjoyed the roast. I just relocated. Oh, are you from Pennsylvania? Let me see. You're free tomorrow from 8 to 10. Okay. I'm gonna I'll come back on Facebook Live tomorrow at 8 a.m. If you put that on my schedule.
8 a.m.
California time. Okay. Hey John, I just let V know that I'll do the yeah, actually John, let's do the breakfast show every day this week at 8 a.m. I think I should be okay with that. I'm gonna be waking up early and all that stuff. So let's do 8 a.m. every day this week. But I'll let you know if my flight to Georgia is gonna like disrupt that. And can you send me like the flights to Georgia with Delta and just let me know like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And also can you look up American Airlines flights through Dallas as well? Thank you so much. All right. I I gotta combine things. That's funny because my dad always said he roots for the Browns or whoever is playing the Steelers. That's because it's that AFC North rivalry. You show up randomly in my algorithm, and this is a pleasant surprise. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And I have a question. Which video was it that showed up on your algorithm? I'm guessing that it was a YouTube short, but which video was it? Yeah, I love thoughts about text, like Lottie. Yeah, you see how my jumbled brain works. But yeah, which video was it? Because I'm very curious to see what people are looking at. Let me see shorts. Yeah, more than likely, I think it was a YouTube short. I'm looking at my YouTube short algorithm. Okay. It's crazy because West Virginia doesn't have a lot of West Virginia. That makes sense. That makes sense. Got lost an hour away today. However, on Sunday, I drove 5 kiddos and the dog 3 hours away to Niagara Falls. And we had, wow. Okay. Okay. And sometimes it's not too bad. Like, when you get lost and you have time. You were on my TikTok over 2 years ago. Wow. Okay. But I'm sure I was searching. Okay. Interesting. And how did you how did we get connected on LinkedIn, Mia? Let's see. Are we connected on LinkedIn? No, we're not connected on LinkedIn. I hit the connect. Oh, DEA. Okay, you got your. Okay. Congrats. You're doing well. Sometimes getting lost. Right. I like it when I have time to get lost. I love that. Okay, we got to do it. This past weekend, I was turning in circle at Opry Mills. Oh, Opry Mills. Good old Nashville. Because my brain was going fast in my body. So I take a breather and think about what I needed to do, where I needed to go and get. Yeah. You have to give yourself some time to slow down, For sure. Hi, Kojo. Kamala, ADHD coach from Alberta, Canada. Okay. Kamala, or is it like the vice president, Kamala? Nice to meet you. Thank you very much from Alberta, Canada. DA, but no stimulants in Missouri, Red Practice State. Within the next 5 to 10 years, that will probably change. There's such a shortage of psychiatric providers. And we're educating people about ADHD. People out here fighting to get their meds, and there's not enough people to prescribe them. So hopefully this will change sooner than later. Oh, so no, it's Kamala. Thank you for spelling that out for me. I'm not offended that you put it out almost like you wanted the kid to read it. Kamala. Is that correct? Kamala. Okay, that's cool. It's just been a minute since I physically have done that, so I laughed at myself and got out of the flow of traffic. So group. Opry Mills. Good old Opry Mills. Nashville. Book pot. I've been going through the same things. So, I'm always looking for ways to, adjust my system, and then my whole team is different now. There's 8 people on the team. I have, so many more assistants. I just need help. I need help. So I've been on a journey to get the help. Kamala. Okay. Kamala. Okay. Kamala. Thank you very much. Kamala. I got it. Kamala. thank you. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just a person. You know, I'm just good at a couple of things which happen to go viral. We have to petition to get the full practice authority on them. So Mia, the best you can do is, maybe start making content yourself, and because like psychiatry is like 12 years behind. The whole field of psychiatry is 12 years behind. So, you know, they haven't caught up to 2024 yet. Kamala, thank you so much. So you'll be there in Anaheim? Okay. So I will see you at the International ADHD Conference in Anaheim on November 16th. I want to say that's the date. So I'm excited for it. Yeah, I'm grateful that they picked me as a keynote speaker, and I can't wait to see you all. And oh, you're speaking too? Okay, all right, we got to get a picture. We have to get a picture. And then once I get there, I'm gonna remember this interaction, and I'll say Kamala, because I fumbled for like 5 minutes. Oh, okay, that's exciting. Okay, and you're coming from Canada for this event. Okay. All right, I'm excited for it now. I know it's November, but now I'm getting more and more excited. So, oh wow, okay, I'll be there. My team will be there. I'll have my photographers and the video crew, and we'll try and capture the moment. So I'm super excited. I don't know yet. I mean, I don't know yet, but I'll try my best to be there for as long as I can. I don't want to make any promises, but it's before Thanksgiving, so that's a bit more helpful, because my birthday is a week after that. But I'll be here in SoCal. I'll be able to make the drive down to Anaheim for that event. So I'm excited. Oh yeah, Mickey Piggy, and we have the merch, but we have the merch. Let me ask John. As you can see, okay. John, thank you so much. I'll look at the flights in a second. And the same dates for flying through Dallas, but if you go through Dallas, it has to be American Airlines. That's the only way to get to Augusta. And I was gonna ask you. Oh, John, what's the update on the merch, the Mickey Ficky merch and all that? Do we have that somewhere? I think it's been a while, but can you just give me an update on that whenever you have a chance? It's not a priority task. I'm just curious. Okay, I'm Mickey Ficky. Oh, Kamala, you must have been before. I've never been, but I've been familiarizing myself with the event, and I know it was in Baltimore last year. So I'm excited now. I'm excited now. This one just now. Oh, wait. So, LB, did you see me on YouTube from this stream right now? Unless you're the same person who made content. I have made content about schizophrenia before. Culture. Oh, I've been popping up in your algorithm for. Okay. It's always interesting to see what people want to like what they want me to focus on. So, like, I know it's been a lot of neurodivergent content and autism and ADHD, but a lot of schizophrenia and cannabis use content. And for the first time ever, I think this is an interesting fact. For the first time ever, there are more people who prefer cannabis as a preferred substance as opposed to alcohol. That report just came out. I thought that was quite telling, because I think a lot of people have started to realize that, alcohol is not the healthiest thing for me. So people are cutting back on alcohol, and as more states are legalizing marijuana, that has become the preferred substance. And I never thought we would see that day, but that day has come. That day is here. So the best we can do is just educate people about the risks and benefits. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but it's not harmless. Last year was life-changing. Wow. Okay, I'm ready for this year's event. Then I'm ready. Oh, Leilani, thank you so much. You've been on. It's almost midnight in Tennessee, so thank you so much. I said I was going to go on TikTok 30 minutes ago. I'll still go on TikTok tonight, but thank you for coming through. We'll be on here tomorrow at 8 o'clock PST in the morning, 11 o'clock in Charlotte, 10 o'clock a.m. in Nashville, 9 o'clock in Missouri. No, I don't know what time Missouri is. 9 o'clock in Arizona. My vote bipolar for future topic. Okay. Join the Discord and send some ideas to the moderators. Okay. Yeah. So people are starting to. I think that it should be legal, but we should educate people on the risks and benefits. Hey, how are you doing? Kamala's child. My name is Kojo. I appreciate your attention. What's the name of your child, Kamala? And if you don't want to, you don't have to put it on. It's a public forum. Austin, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. CST. Oh, so Missouri is also Central Time. I did not know that. Thank you. Okay, cool. How do you manage patients? They don't test for THC that much out here. The culture is very different in California. I'm pretty sure subscriber. Missouri State. I did not know. Thank you for letting me know. Ooh, bipolar 2 versus ADHD. Ooh, Mia, this is a good one. This is a really good one. This is a good one. Yeah, send some of these ideas in the Discord. This is a really good one. There's a video where we're talking about drugs. True. Yeah. These are trans and indigenous rituals for healing. So I'll say this: when it comes to indigenous cultures, I don't know too much about alternative methods of healing. I do know that there is some legitimacy to those methods. I don't know, how legitimate, how efficacious they can be, but I wouldn't rule them out. But it's hard to have a randomized controlled trial on indigenous methods for healing, where you can compare Zoloft with Wellbutrin because we have a method to measure that. But yeah, I'm interested in learning more about this myself. Great question. I love being stumped when I don't know the answer. Take care, Jocelyn. I appreciate you. Zach, what's up, Zach? 11 years old. So that's like what, 5th grade? Okay. Zach, steady hard. Your mom loves you. Your mom cares about you, and I just hope that you don't let ADHD be a deterrent. It's not something that's going to hold you back. It's just going to mean that you have to have a couple of adjustments, but you can still succeed and do anything you put your mind to, Zach. Reality distortions. Magic mushrooms. Ooh, I would love to talk about this because okay. I don't know. Let's go there because there's a lot of evidence behind psilocybin. I've heard a lot of people describe it as 10,000 hours of therapy in one night. So I'm not, recommending it to y'all, but we should be talking about it. Okay, Alexandria, I can believe that. Duke steady on. Okay. I'll screenshot this send to my assistant. You can Google some stuff for me. That's right. How are you doing? Yeah, it's especially when you have ADHD, it's so much easier to just get high than to try and find ADHD meds and go through that whole shortage. So I empathize. Ketamine. Oh, we can have a whole live stream on this. Ooh. Mm. I mean, in short, I think psilocybin is therapeutic. I think it's underutilized. A lot of people are, looking for healing. We should be looking into it much more than we are. I think we should be looking into it. Oh, he's real supportive. That's awesome. Not to help anyway. Smudging. When you say smudging, what do you mean, Chantal? Jay West, what's going on? Don, you could just let it fly. You can let it fly. Bipolar 2. We can't get a good trial. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to study it, but I do know that it is therapeutic. I do know it's therapeutic. Microdosing, but let me say this about mushrooms: it's not. How do I say it? The reason why it's not advisable for people to just wake up tomorrow and just look for mushrooms and start doing them is because I do believe that they work, but they can put you in a position to confront your traumas in a way that if you're not prepared to go there, we can make an argument that it could be more traumatic than therapeutic. So, and also, how can you it's tough to objectively measure in mushrooms. They're grown differently, and you have them in tea, you have them in gummies, you have it in chocolate, you have it in the actual mushroom. So it's tough to it's not like 50 milligrams of Zoloft or 36 milligrams of Concerta. These things that or 150 milligrams of Wellbutrin. We kind of know what those things do at a certain dose. 70 milligrams of Vyvanse, but nobody knows. We can't tell you how much 5 grams of mushroom. We can't really tell you what to expect with that. So it's a wild card. It's a wild card. Yeah, it's best to. And what would be interesting is if you all asked your doctors and your PCPs about mushrooms and see what they say. I'm very interested. I mean, I have an appointment with my psychiatrist tomorrow. I think I'll ask her. Just curious to see what she says. I'm just curious. Gerardo, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, no, we need more studies. And Jordan, I agree with this, but I wouldn't say a bad trip, but like a less than favorable trip, because sometimes people want to be giggly and microdose, but sometimes, maybe you can have a different trip. Yeah, I think we need I think we should have yeah. I don't think we've ever spoken about this before. And Kamala, I agree. Because people are hurting, people are looking for healing. Why not look into all the options that we have? I completely agree. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to stay on this stream this long, but I like where we've kind of gone with it. We've been all over the place, but I like where we've kind of gone with it. FDA needs to accept a different. Right, and Mia, you know, because you do this for a living too, but the FDA, I'm not saying that I'm smarter than the FDA, but never mind. You know how we use things off label, sometimes you gotta be a little crafty, and this is true. Yeah, I had a lot of people tell me that they've had good results with nootropics. So, Mia, you can read my mind. You know where I'm thinking. Gerardo, I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I pour everything into the videos that I make. I enjoy doing this. That's all I enjoy doing. making the videos and going live. You know, I have to figure out how to get the other stuff in my life done. But yeah, I love making the videos for y'all. So thank you. So, you know, Gerardo, I appreciate you. Every share, every view, every follow, it helps to keep the brand alive. So I appreciate you. Other than I gotta do none of this. I can't believe y'all let me have this much fun here. How did the number less people were realize that placebo? Hey, Wellbutrin for weight loss. Okay, yeah. People use Wellbutrin to stop smoking. They use it for ADHD. They use it for depression, you know, without the sexual side effects. So, you know, like it, you know, some of these meds are versatile. That's a dance. And see, that's the advantage of TikTok Live, because in TikTok we can play songs. Facebook, they don't like you playing songs because it's like, you know, like there's like copyright issues, and then sometimes they won't show the live stream to everybody, so on and so forth. But on TikTok, you know, we can play anything, and you know, we can vibe out. Yeah, Mia, you should start posting some content. People need to know about. People need to know. I got a written warning. It was sent. Oh wow. And look, Don, you have to understand that when it comes to mental health, the system is very backwards, and we're living in America, the majority of us. So we pride ourselves on being the best in America, but I think everywhere in the world we have a long ways to go when it comes to mental health. But the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to care less about other people's opinions. So if you're bipolar or schizophrenic, or you know, like, own your diagnosis and say, hey, I'm a person living with schizophrenia. It doesn't make me crazy. It just makes me a person living with schizophrenia. And once you can take pride in who you are as a person holistically, there's nothing anybody can say to throw you off. And that's what we can do, because we can either wait for the stigma to be broken, or we can position ourselves to where we love ourselves regardless, and then let the world catch up when they catch up. That's what I've done. The world catch up when they catch up. That's fine. I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing over here. Jordan, I a lot of people share the same sentiment. They don't trust modern medicine. I don't blame you. I still believe that the meds are helpful. You know, I still believe that, you know, like, follow what your doctor tells you. Like, you know, like, they're the only ones who can tell you what to take and what not to take, not somebody online from their, you know, living room in LA. But I mean, I understand where you're coming from with this. Let me gain weight, but it's crazy how, yeah, it is. This would be a good video idea. We are an out of the closet ADHD family. I'm an out of the closet ADHD person. I hope I'm not, you know, infringing upon the language of the LGBTQ community by saying out of the closet. Don't want to offend nobody, but I'm out of the closet as an ADHD person. You know, because I get to own the diagnosis, and like, I'm not too concerned about what people say about it. I saw a doctor at the dispo the other day. I still wanted to ask what he bought, but that's not. Yo, Jordan, one time I was at a dispo myself in North Hollywood, and somebody saw me and he's like, "Oh, I love your videos." I'm like, you're not supposed to see me here at the dispo. I wanted to disappear because I'm like, dang, this guy's gonna see that. I was at the dispensary. Shout Shantae says we're not offended. Okay, well, Shantae says we're not offended, so we're good. Thank you, Shantae. Thank you. Yeah, they caught me sleeping at the dispo. I was just trying to get in and get up. Okay, respect, Angela. Respect. You're part of the family. Come on through. I recently come to understand I'm probably ADHD. Autistic has been a journey for sure. Okay, wow. And once you understand that, I mean, in life, if you don't know yourself, you're at a disadvantage. Because then how can you put yourself in a position to where you can, thrive or stay away from things that kind of hurt you? So it's important to know who you are. BPD. Have you heard about people being diagnosed with BPD but it ends up being ADHD and autism? I have not heard too many examples of this, but I do believe that people are, given that diagnosis and they're probably, autistic and or have ADHD. I completely agree with that. Because people miss that diagnosis all the time. ADHD, autism. Yeah. BPD versus. This is a good topic right here. So much overlap. I personally don't think these spectrums are separate as we think. Oh yeah, no. ADHD and autism are like sisters, for sure. And like bipolar is a close cousin. They're very close. That's why people go and they're like, I know I have ADHD, and then they're diagnosed with autism or something else. These things are really close because there's more aware. Yeah. I've been hearing a little bit more lately. I know a lot of autistic creators and ADHD creators YouTube. Yeah, I'm seeing that content much more on YouTube as well too. And the coaching community, this is something quite common. If it's okay, Kamala, is a question or can you say it in a way that I can understand? I just want to make sure I reply to it correctly. BPD and bipolar 2 related. I think bipolar 2 is the hardest diagnosis for me to make. It's really hard to catch. It's super, super hard. I don't know about other people. I don't know about Mia or anybody else, but bipolar 2 is, it's clearly the hardest one for me to catch. I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me, but it's really hard to catch bipolar 2. It's like catching a rare Pokemon. It's really hard for whatever reason. Women get misdiagnosed with BPD, ADHD. Yeah, and that's facts. That's facts. This may be a stupid question, but can these be found in your DNA? Can you tell if someone has ADHD? So, Jordan, no, this is not a stupid question. There is no stupid question. My mentor says there are no stupid questions. There are only people that will ask. It's something like that. Either way, it's not a dumb question. No, you can't look in somebody's DNA and tell that they have ADHD. But if it runs in their family, then we can ask questions, in a psychiatric evaluation, and if that their mom and their dad have ADHD and their uncle has ADHD and their brother has ADHD, then we should probably give them a questionnaire and ask questions and consider ADHD as a possible diagnosis. But you can't take somebody's blood and be like, you got ADHD, if that makes sense. I identify bipolar 2 a lot. What do you mean? You identify with bipolar 2 as a condition, or you identify with the fact that it's hard for you to catch a diagnosis? On my end, I'd say sometimes both, personally. I was catching missed episodes. Gotcha. Bipolar 2 is often missed. That is correct. That's correct. I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, that's actually correct. You know your stuff. I see a lot of like depression and anxiety masking as bipolar 2. Or bipolar 2, which it presents as depression and anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety in bipolar 2. A lot. Kamala, I've seen some of his videos. For the most part, I agree with Dr. Gabor Mate. I'm saying it correctly, but there's a huge link between ADHD and trauma, or any type of neurodivergence. So, but I like his content. I really like his content, Dr. Gabor. I've seen some videos where I'm not sure if I personally agree with it, but I like his content. I like his content. Man, my TikTok people. Oh, my TikTok people. So we still have the merch for the Mickey. We still have the merch, the Mickey Ficky merch and everything. Oh wow, Mickey Ficky, Game of Dr. Kojo, the KS shirts. John, thank you so much. Are we able to add the KS shirts to the Teespring? And if so, can you send it to V, and I'll just have her take a look at it whenever. But I'll also send it to me first. I just want to take a quick look at it too. Thank you so much. I recently been sparring at work. Can't get out of the funk. Well, Angela, what's the simplest thing that you can do to help you out just a little bit? Because we get out of the funk in the same way that we got into it, one thing at a time. Yes, ma'am. I will bring merch to the conference. I'll make sure to bring my book. I got a team now, so I'll make sure. I'll make sure Vanessa comes, Chandler comes. All of my helpers. So yeah, we'll be there in Anaheim. I'm looking forward to it. She's fit. Oh, your sister was diagnosed ADHD. She's fairly certain she's autistic as well. Could be. Trauma is more associated with borderline and bipolar. Trauma is associated with a lot of things. And Megan, you're not slow. You're not slow. BPD, I think you mean bipolar too. There's no BPD 1 or 2. It's bipolar. People get them mixed up all the time. I wouldn't say either one is linked to ADHD, but there's a strong, overlap of symptoms, and a lot of times people have both. All right, okay, so, dang, man, I'm having fun. 2 hours goes by so fast. Like, it's hard for me to watch a 2-hour movie. Like, I can't sit still through a movie. Like, if there's a movie on, I'm gonna be I can't finish the movie, but I can be on live stream for 2-3 hours. Because this is stimulating for me. And it's also really cool to be back on. No, that's what it is. It is a dopamine party. And it was really cool to be back on live. Like, I just like being on live. TikTok has people. Yeah. Me, I do agree with this. The reason why I don't think it's maybe too bad is because if somebody says, I got ADHD, I know I have it. And they're like, I'm booking an appointment. And they go and they book an appointment and they have bipolar 2. Then the misleading TikTok kind of got the job done because it got people to do, so. But yeah, I think everybody thinks that they have ADHD. Gerardo, I appreciate that. We're gonna go live here on TikTok and this. All right, okay. Well, for my TikTokers, they've been waiting for a while. I thought the TikTok was gonna be on this. I thought the TikTok was gonna be on this live stream as well, but for some reason the URL didn't work, so my TikTokers didn't get to see this. So I'm going to answer these 2 questions, Angela and Jordan, and then I'll answer the rest on TikTok in 5 minutes. I'll go pee real quick. Let me answer this real quick. How do you get your job to understand you're different, but they have no clue what to do with me? I get talked about. So, Angela, I actually want to hold up, Angela, 1 second. Let's see. Where's my I had some sticky notes somewhere. V, you got any sticky notes?
Huh?
You got some sticky notes or no?
Sticky notes?
Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good. Thank you.
I mean, I didn't on the list.
Oh, never mind. I found it. I'm bugging. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Sorry. All right, Angela, my bad. I'm gonna make. I've been trying to make a video about this for so long. I keep forgetting, but workplace accommodations. Because my thing is, why is it that when you're young, they give you an IEP and a 504, but then when you grow up, you're supposed to just go to work and be fine? How does that work? As a kid, they give you accommodations, and then when you're an adult, they throw you into a overloaded workplace, and they're like, okay, get the job done. Get the PDFs in on time. It doesn't work like that. So I think Kamala was talking about workplace accommodations. I think having the knowledge, number one, is helpful. And then number two, being able to articulate yourself and let your boss know what you struggle with, and let them know how you work best. Like everybody on my team, I try and figure out how they work best, and I want to, angle myself to lean into their strengths. But some bosses don't do that. They're like, just get the job done. We don't care. So I'll be looking into some ways to make some videos about this. So I appreciate that. Me, I agree. I don't think we should be working 40-hour weeks. Cause I've never been on LinkedIn Live. Well, turn the notification on for the other ones, Mia, if you're able to do so. Self-diagnosis is valid, but sometimes you actually need a diagnosis. Alexandria, I agree. Angela, I will make this video. I got the card right here. So I've been trying to get moved, and I finally got moved. I finally got TVs mounted, and and all that stuff, and I'm finally almost there. And then somebody hit my brand new car, so I got to get a new car. But the show will go on regardless. Megan, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And this is Jordan's question right here. Are there any specific strains you recommend, if you're allowed, or gummies that work good for anxiety for day and sleep at night, for someone with depression, anxiety, and bipolar? So Jordan, let me tell you what I can tell you. So I'm not allowed to recommend medications. So if somebody comes out here and they're like, what can I take? And I'm like, Celexa 20. Like, I can get in big trouble for that. So I don't do that. I can tell you what Celexa does and what we use it for, but I can't prescribe it for you over a Facebook Live. And likewise, I can't recommend specific strains, but I will say that, for example, I live in California, right? So, my home state, my two home states of Georgia and Tennessee, when people want to, get some THC, you go buy it from the plug or somebody on the street or whatever, and you'll know what you're getting. They just give you like an eighth, and you smoke it or whatever. Here in California, it's different. You have the indicas, the sativas, the hybrids. So when I first came here, they explained to me that the sativa is for social settings, and then the indica is for indica and the couch, and the hybrid is a combination. So that's what was explained to me. And I mean, I'll talk from personal experience. Like when I did take edibles to see if I could sleep better, and my sleep got so much better initially. And then I kept doing it, and it just threw off like my circadian rhythm. And it got to the point where I couldn't even sleep throughout the night. I don't know what was going on. So I say that to say that when it comes to gummies and THC, it's so random. Like we don't know. Are there some therapeutic benefits to it? I do believe that there are some therapeutic benefits to it, but I don't fully understand what those benefits are and how they help you. But I do know that they can, they can hurt you too. It's not harmless. So it's very interesting with THC. I just don't like this, for example. If you have a family history of bipolar disorder and or schizophrenia, it puts you at risk for psychosis. So sometimes, even though it can be therapeutic, you have to ask yourself the risks and the benefits. Like, is it helping me or is it hurting me? So Kyle, so for someone like me, like if I popped a gummy tonight, would I sleep better? I would, because I have insomnia. But at the same time, will it disrupt me in the morning from going live for you all? Probably so. Will it throw me off my morning workouts? Probably so. Will it make it harder for me to regulate my mood and make better decisions? I know so, because I've learned the hard way. So I'm not like, saying that it's the worst thing. That if, I do know that if you start using like after 25, 26, when your brain is developed, you don't have as many cognitive deficits if you use it every now and then. So there can be a place for THC, but you just have to figure out, like, write down the pros and cons for yourself. Is it going to help you? Is it going to hurt you? Run it by your doctor. Talk to your doctor and see, like, hey, is it something I can take with a Wellbutrin? Is it something I can take with a X, Y, and Z Seroquel? Like, just talk to your doctor. Just make sure that you can take the medication, because you don't want to play your own doctor. That's the key.
I'm gonna go to sleep, Coach Joe. Good night, chat. Good night, Coach Joe. And also, I'm gonna set an alarm for us tomorrow in the morning, so we could go to the gym, and then also so we can make sure you set your at 8 a.m.
Yeah. I'm good. Just keep talk to John and get everything in order.
Yep.
Details for Teespring.
I'm waking you up early.
All right, John. Yeah, sure. You can send. I just talked to her right now. You can send her the details for Teespring. Send a copy to Chandler as well, so Chandler has a copy. And yeah, thank you very much. All right. All right. Night. All right. Damn TikTok. All right. Okay. All right. So me, I will be on TikTok right now. I'm gonna go and actually, what was the follow-up question? Is safe for recovering alcoholics? So let me answer this real quickly. Jordan, I can't say yes or no, but like you've got to be careful with because people always say that, oh, weed is not addictive, and I'm like, like maybe your body's not dependent on it, but you can definitely build habits that you don't want. So I mean, if you ask me, like, Jordan, if you're my sister and we're talking, I'd be like, lay off of it. But I don't like, ask, like, I don't like answering questions without giving like a alternative. So I'd probably say, and look right here, Alexander says that her boyfriend was alcoholic, but he was okay with weed. So sometimes, like, I do believe THC is the lesser of the two evils. I do believe that. I'm not sure if that's saying anything, but I do believe it's the lesser of the two evils. But just be very careful. Run things by your doctor. Just be very careful. Just be very, very, very careful. Just be very careful. Anytime, Jordan. I appreciate you. And thanks for sharing so candidly. I think it's great for young people to see something relatable. Mrs. Kamala, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I feel like I have to call you by your last name because, like, you're older than me. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Madame, no, I've seen it work. I will say that. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna transition over to TikTok. I'm gonna pee real quick and I'll come back and I'll see y'all on TikTok. First, y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow in the morning. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll keep that, Kamala. Okay. We'll give that kaula. For the rest of y'all, I'll see y'all at 8 a.m. California time, which is 11 o'clock on the East Coast tomorrow morning. Peace. Love y'all. See y'all on TikTok in 5 minutes if you're still awake.